Welcome to Search for Signs. My name is Gary Willing. If this information interests you, please press the like and subscribe button and press the bell for notifications. Now, to describe who and what Maitreya is, I have to also talk about who and what we are, because there's really no difference between who Maitreya is and who we all are. And he'll be the first to tell you that. He doesn't see himself as anything special. He only sees himself as one of us. Now, he would tell you that the masters, he and the masters, are not only the potential for who we are, whether we are aware of it or not, but they are also the guarantee that we are going to get there. Now, for the majority of the time that we've been incarnating, we've been kind of just floundering around. We didn't know that we didn't even know that there were masters out there, let alone that they are the potential for who we really are. So that's why we've lived the lives the way that we've lived, which is pretty violent, historically, right? Now that's about to change, because Maitreya being on TV and these masters being on TV and living in our lives, living within our midst, we will see firsthand what our potential really is, moment to moment. Not just reading it in a book, but seeing the way that these masters live, seeing the way that Maitreya lives and interacts and speaks, and the love nature of who these masters all are, will not only remind us of our potential, but show us the potential. And it will accelerate the process within all of us. Now, Maitreya took it a step further. So he's not only a master, because he was actually the first one of our human evolution to become a master, to reach the potential that we're all reaching. But he took it a step further, and he chose to follow the higher path of becoming a Christ. Not all masters choose that path. Now, all masters have within their they manifest moment to moment the Christ principle, which basically within humanity is more dormant. It's still within our hearts. It's within all our hearts without exception, but we don't manifest it moment to moment like the masters do. Now, I say Maitreya took it a step further because he chose the very difficult, very arduous path of becoming a Christ, which not only allows the master to not only manifest the Christ principle, but to actually embody the love nature of God, because the Christ principle is the love nature of God. So all these masters manifest it moment to moment. Maitreya embodies it. Now, Maitreya is not alone in being a Christ in all of cosmos. There are other Christs. Our planet actually has developed two, which is extremely rare out of how many billions of people that have lived that are on this planet, right? He's a Christ, and so is the Buddha, the one who worked through the Gautama Buddha back in the day, is also a Christ. But who knows? There might be others, long into the future that become Christs. They choose to take that path, right? But like I said, not all masters choose that path. Now, looking at it from today, right? These masters, in an oversimplified view, have two different types of work. They're not too different, but two different jobs, I guess, for lack of a better word, right? I mean, their one goal is the transformation of humanity and transformation of life on this planet. But some masters are more educators and teachers. Other ones are more administrators and helping to build our structures. But if you look at it from a certain perspective, it's like two wheels on a same cart. You can't educate people on the laws of life, on how to live harmlessly, and about the fact of unity when the structures are still based on selfishness and greed. So you'd have to change those structures in order to reflect the inner divinity within all and the truth within all of us, right? That's the same as you couldn't rebuild the structures to meet all the needs of the people and create unity, built out of unity and the truth that we're all one, and not educate people on the fact that we're all one. You see what I'm saying? It's two wheels on the same cart. That's why you'll see some masters, they won't really be teachers. They'll be working more directly with the redistribution of the food, for instance, or the beautification of our cities, or helping us to learn how to travel without visas and so forth. And then other masters, like the Master Jesus or the Master Moria or Master Kudhumi, will be very involved in the educational process of all of us. So two different types of work, but all with the same goal, the transformation of life on this planet. Now, when you see Maitreya and you see these masters, when they speak, they're speaking the truth always. But the truth, they don't lay claim to the truth. Jesus never claimed to and own the truth of things. He was speaking the truth, which is free for everyone. Now, that truth lies within the hearts of all of us. Now, we might not know that. We might not live our lives that way, like the truth of oneness or the truth of unity, for instance, right? Which is a truth. That's the fact of life, that we're all one. So when Maitreya is talking about unity or sharing the world's resources or oneness or so forth, or justice, he's speaking the truth that lies dormant within our hearts. And it'll start to awaken that truth in our hearts. And because your heart's going to respond to it going, yes, this is it. That is it. And that's why intellectually a lot of people will go, yes, I've been thinking that all along, but and in a very real sense, they might not have been thinking it, they might have been sensing it, but he will articulate it in a way that it will start to ignite that truth within your heart. So the other side of the coin is that if somebody's very strongly conditioned to not think that way and to respond to their own love nature and their own heart, of course they'll reject it and stand almost violently against what Maitreya is saying, even though within their hearts are telling them, yes, this is true. This is who you really are. This is oneness, right? We're all one. We're all brothers and sisters under the one God. It's not an ideological God. It's a God of oneness in the entire cosmos. And when Maitreya says that same creative spark that manifested all of cosmos sits and resides within the hearts of all of us without exception. Some people will accept it and some people won't. But eventually all of us without exception will eventually realize the truth. It might just take others longer than others, maybe not quite as long before to realize that truth. But Maitreya knows nothing but patience and nothing but love. So he won't get upset if you don't get it this go round. You'll get it in the next one or the go round after that. But he'll tell you, and he'll speak the truth, that he is the potential for who we are. But we have to build the structures in order to reinforce that, But like I said, when you see Maitreya on TV, he is the potential of you. And as always, take action. Help SOP save our planet. Thanks for listening, and we look forward to talking to you again in future videos. Have a great day.